So what else is in the PQP? You will have drawings, you will have the work breakdown. You may have drawings, you may have schematic drawing, you may have detailed drawing, you may have all sorts of diagram that helps you to produce the final product, that makes people understand the dimension, makes people understand the work processes. So you can do that. And then you can look also at the constructability, whether some of the items are actually logical, rational to build it that way or not. You can test that. Then you all have a testing plan. And then you also have the acceptance requirement documents. So all your rubrics, all your testing forms, all your checklist, all your form lists, all is there. Okay, and it may also include a procurement plan, meaning that where you're going to get this product from. And supplier A, this is supplier B, this is this. So you may do a study on that as well. So all this can be part of your PQP. I mean, it may sound very, very complicated. But if this is talking about a manual, then it should be that detailed. But in terms of construction, to create that PQP for us to manage, normally we probably would not put it all under quality plan. We may also split it up to other category like procurement. Let it be a procurement plan. Let your procurement team deals with it, you see. So, but it will definitely have that work breakdown. You have that numbers and material and all that. It will have what standards, what references are you using, and what sort of local and international standards and that you are following, and is it Euro code, BS code, or which authority standards that you're using. So all this will come into the picture under all the category like methods, material, and manpower. You may have some standards that is associated with that. And then you will also put in drawings, you put in methods, workflow, flow chart, review of the constructability, procurement, and where you buy your products, and then testing, the requirement on testing. So here that I've spoken here is very important. This bit is very important for you to create your PQP. You see, my flow is you have that work breakdown followed by the all the listing of the all your M's, okay? And then from there, you look into each of the M's, you will look into the standards, the methods, the flow chart, creating flow charts, and looking at drawing, schematic, or whatever that needs to point out to you what will the final product actually look like, and how is it dimensioned, or how deep it goes, and how wide it is. You can put that in, and then you can also look at whether the items are under that particular M's and machineries. Is that possible to use that machine? So there's a review on the constructability. And then you also look into testing. What are the tests that is required when you're looking into this particular machine? What are the tests that is required when you look into this particular material? And what are the tests required when you look into this particular method? So basically, you're looking at, for example, work breakdown with all these M's, and in these M's, you're applying overall also can, or each and every item of the M's, you can actually put in what I've spoken about, earlier on when we talk about put in, flow charts, when you put in drawings, when you put in dimensions, when you put in methods, work method steps of doing things, standards, what are the standards that you use, what are the testing requirements available, what are the requirements of procurement, way to get your things, the comparison of price. You can do that, So all that you can actually put that in the PQP, right? But depending on if the PQP is used by internal management or whether it's going to be presented to a client, of course, some information you probably cannot give, like procurement plan, for example. Okay, then so where do we use our project quality management? How do we use it in a way, So of course, we would definitely look at looking at quality. Also, we look at value engineering, cost benefit analysis, or what sort of this item, what would it bring, what benefit would it bring to the project, to the end users, versus the cost of it. And then we'll be looking at also when we're creating that PQP, we are also looking at you see the technique of flow charts, you see, and benchmarking, looking at industry norms, the standards and all that. So these are where we are using, and where we are the using is more on cost benefit analysis, value engineering, and then the actual monitoring, controlling of the project, the management of the quality, that is where you use it from. And how you create, you can look at standards, you can benchmark, you can do flow chart, you can maybe carry out experiment, design of experiment, and then you have things are suggested by PMI, but the output is generally this sort of item. So your output will be a P2P. Okay, so I will mention that in specific slides, specific recording on that slides later about P2P and what are the content of P2P. So basically, that's how you do a P2P, okay? How we go about doing the P2P. You have the work breakdown first, followed by the work breakdown. From the work breakdown, you look into general. You can look into general. It's a matter of your logical thoughts. You can go by the ends, like I say, or you can go by the work. So the work is, okay, concreting. Then you look into material. Okay, let me think. My material. I look at standards. I look at testing. I look at procurement. So you pick a few things needed for that. And then manpower, you look at the standards, you look at the industry, the benchmarking, you look at who is responsible for it, and then who are the skilled, unskilled workers, who are the good ones, who are the ones that can work, who are the ones that cannot work, So you're looking at various aspects of the workman and workmanship, you see, and machinery, tools and equipment. Is there any special tools that you need? What sort of standards that you're kept using and all that? And then it will build up into your methods. The method will be the step. Okay, you excavate first, and then you lay your pipes, and then you cover it. So each of these steps, is there anything that you find it specifically you need to be looking at or checking in order for you to get through the whole process? So each and every one of these items, you're looking at all these things. So you can use a flow chart to flow out the work method first, and then from there specify out the material, your machineries, and then your manpower, and with all your requirements. And of course, this will have to come with quality assurance, which I will talk about later, which is about checking. So it's part of checking that you are looking at. Okay.